Hello, ik heiße Margaret, and I'm finally back in Austria after just over 2 weeks of traveling in Europe. So exciting. So this week I'm basically going to try to do like 4 or 5 videos, and each one I'm just going to talk about one of the places that I went. So for this very first video, I will be talking about Greece. My first day in Greece I spent in Vienna. Yep, I missed my flight due to inexperience with public transportation and also not knowing Vienna very well. So that happened, and it turned out not to be terrible. I just didn't cost too much to buy a new flight for the next day, and then I just stayed in Vienna that night, and that was about it. So on Friday, day 2. Friday, I finally left for Greece, and I was very excited because, yeah, very excited. And it was so warm in Greece and amazing, and yes. So I arrived in Athens in the afternoon, and I met up with my friend Glenna and her friend Lauren that she met in Scotland. And we, let's see, I wrote down what I did every day so I can remember this. We walked around mostly. We looked at like markets and stuff, and I got my first pair of Greek sandals, and then we went to this museum about the Acropolis, and it's really cool. They like put a lot of the stuff they've taken off the Acropolis and preserving it in the museum instead of leaving it up on the hill, and so we got to see a lot of that stuff, and it was really cool. And it was free because practically all of the tourist sites in Greece are free for students, almost all of them, so that was awesome. Day 3. On the 3rd day, we went up to the Acropolis, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You have a really good view of Athens from there, and it's just like, I don't know, the Acropolis is the thing that you see all the time. That's Greece, Parthenon, and yeah, it was really cool. Definitely like, oh my gosh, we're in Greece. Kind of sucked because they have a lot of like scaffolding and cranes up there because they're trying to preserve it and do restoration work, but it really kind of spoils the view, so not a fan of that. We also went to I think it's just called the Ancient Agora, and it's just like, it was like an old meeting center, I think, for Greece. Not entirely sure on that one. It was really cool, more ruins and stuff, and there's another temple there that's like, it's like a mini version of the Acropolis kind of, or of the Parthenon, and it's much better preserved, so it looks really cool because it's like whole still. On the night of day 3, we took a ferry to Crete because we wanted to go to an island, so we went to Crete, and yeah, so day 4. On day 4, we got to Crete in the morning. We took a night ferry, and we saw Knossos in Heraklion on Crete. And Knossos is like the site of the ancient Minoans, which is like with the Minotaur legend and the labyrinth and stuff. So that was really cool. It's it's like bigger than we thought it was going to be, and it's pretty ruined though. It's a lot of just like stones places, but they've tried to do some reconstruction so that we can kind of see what it looks like, so, or what it would have looked like, so that's pretty cool. Later that day we took a bus to Hania, which is where we were staying on Crete, and it's just a beautiful little harbor town. Like, yeah, it was a cute little town. We had fun staying there for 3 days. So, day 5. Day 5 we were in Hania. So we went to, they have a big covered market there, which was not as cool as we thought it was going to be, but it was still nice. And we went to that, and then the rest of the day we mostly just hung out on the beach. We had heard that there was this beach called the Golden Beach that was like better than the other beaches, so we went there right away. It was kind of a far walk, but it was really nice, and then got kind of cold, so we went back. We had all kinds of really good food, and raki, which is like It's kind of like vodka, but it's like the Greek and Turkey drink, Greek and Turkish drink. And they serve it to you like as a dessert. It didn't cost anything. They just bring it out to you at the end of your meal. And that was weird and good. Day 6, we went to the beach again, and that's about it because we had to catch our ferry back in Heraklion, so we had to catch a bus back there. So we just wanted to chill on the beach for our last day on the island of Crete, and it was lovely. Day 7, we arrived back in Athens, and we saw a few more things like the Olympic Stadium, and that was really cool. They had like the torches and posters from like all of the Olympics previously, the modern day Olympics anyways. And then we also saw the Temple of Zeus, which is cool. It's like not that much to see, but it's still like worth seeing. And that is the end of Greece. That night we left for Turkey, so that I will save for tomorrow's video. I have one last thing I wanted to show, and that is, of course, my Greek Harry Potter book. I got book 7 in Greeks because it was cheaper than book 5. And I just think it's awesome because it doesn't even really say Harry Potter, it's like in Greek. And J.K. Rowling's name is different too. And is that even? Yeah. It's really cool, and yeah, I love it. So, yay, exciting. I'll post pictures to Greece. I'll post a link to my Facebook album below this video so you can see all my pictures. And yes, so I will make another video talking about Turkey, which is day 8, tomorrow. Tschüss!